Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine, and today we will be doing a reading especially for you. So I pulled your cards like hours ago, and right as I was like, all right, I'm ready to do the message, um, I got ridiculously tired, and I had to take a nap. So I'm just now getting back to this. So perhaps maybe that is significant for some of you. Maybe you need some rest. Or even it could be talking about what is trying to come in for you. This looks to me like a some type of gift, some type of spiritual gift that is coming in for you. Perhaps maybe to do with while you're dreaming, or something that you have the ability to do while you're in like sleep mode, if you will. Okay, so I'm doing your spread today with my 4 decks combined into one. We're doing the Weaver. We're doing the Weaver Threads of Fate, the Weaver Tarot, and their Oracle deck, both the Shadow and the Lumen edition. So at the bottom of the deck, so on the split, okay. On the split, we have the the Weaver, and then at the bottom of the deck, we've got the. Hopefully you can see this. Because it is so late in the day, I'm having to use a little bit of artificial lighting, so the light kind of sucks. So we have the 5 of Swords, this one here, which to me talks about something that is shocking. It takes your breath away. This could be, okay, so when combined with the Weaver is an energy of, so it's a creation. It's kind of like your story, like your life story in creation. It talks about the ability to be able to kind of like a rewrite or rewriting some type of story, so that is your life. So of course we are all the main characters of our own story. So this could be this is talking about something that something within that story that is kind of taking your breath away or is very shocking. I want to say that it's one of those things that I guess it could be a good. I feel like it's a good thing. In your reading, it's being depicted as something very positive, but you're not necessarily seeing it that way. So let's get into it. So we're starting the reading off with the 6 of Wands, and this is where I am feeling as though this gift that is coming in for you, you're not necessarily seeing it as something that is positive, because the 6 of Wands, which represents a success, a victory, is in the shadow. We have it being presented as one of the shadow cards. So it's something that you're not seeing as a victory, or you're just not even seeing it at your perspective of it is that it is not something that is wanted in your life, which is what we could be talking about here as well. Maybe you're trying to like write something out of your life. So yes, so we have this 6 of Wands presented in the shadow, but following right after it, we have the Ace of Coins. And what I'm loving about this combination is that even though this Ace of Coins is it is, what am I trying to say? It is one of the lumen energies, so it's has a positive energy connected to it. The imagery on the card kind of, it like, I hope that you can see how, like, I want to give you an example, but like, okay, so this darkness is also it's like, it's almost as if this Ace of Coins is, it appeared as a shadow card. And I was like, wait a second, but that doesn't make sense, because this Ace of Coins it is in the light. It is a positive energy. I mean, who are we to say what is positive? I mean, everything has, okay, so this is where everything has two sides. It's talking about two sides of a coin, because what I'm seeing here is that you see these shapes. This is the triangle, right, of the Six of Wands. We have the triangle here of the Ace of Coins. It's like what you are not seeing as kind of like a success point is this Ace of Coins. And I'm also seeing inside here, there is I hope that it comes through, really comes through, is a coin. But it's like, if you were to flip this, right, the other way around, you would be able to see the other side of the coin, is what it's talking about. It's kind of like being able to see both the light, right? Because look, we're seeing this, both the light and the dark sides of, well, I guess really what it is what it's talking about is this gift that is coming in for you. It's like when we acquire a new gift, we integrate both the light and the shadow aspects of that gift. And that is being presented here in this Dare to Dream, the Dare to Dream card. This card talks about something that comes from spirit, especially because it's got the eagle's claw over it. But it's a gift that comes in from spirit that is a multifaceted gift, because this diamond here, any way you turn it in the light, it catches and it reflects in different angles, right? So this multifaceted gift that is coming in for you, it's as if you're only seeing right now, what you're only seeing, let me sit still. What you're seeing is this aspect of it. You're only seeing I'm trying to be careful of the words that I use, because it's not that it's negative or at all. It's that it's just another aspect of it. A lot of people might talk about this as like a gift and a curse type of thing. Like when you get a gift, it's got like a curse with it, which points me back to this, because this Weaver energy can talk about like the story that is presented in our generation. So if this being like a gift that is passed down through your lineage, it's kind of like that gift has been also, like, in a sense, I don't want to use the word curse, because it's like it has such a terrible connotation. I guess really what it is that this gift is enabling you to, perhaps we're talking about a right out, like taking out certain things, but it's perhaps like breaking generational curses. This gift is going to be able to aid you in breaking some type of generational curse. Wow, that's crazy, because I did not see this before the reading. Okay, so we have this gift. we're trying to change our perspective on what this gift is bringing into your life and what it can do to help move your life forward, in a sense, to help you achieve this point of success, this point of victory. So we're starting your second row off with the warrior. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to slow down. All right, so we're starting the second row off with the warrior, and since it's following after the Dare to Dream card, this is telling me that this gift is this warrior energy. Okay, so I have a tendency to take things a little bit more into, it's 11:11, I just saw that on the clock. Okay, I have a tendency to take things more into an esoteric viewpoint, which is what this is wanting to go into, but just to kind of bring it down into the practical real world, we could be talking about the gift that is coming in, especially with the Ace of Coins, is something that pertains to perhaps like job opportunity, because the warrior here is, okay, so this warrior card is, it's of the Oracle deck, and in the tarot, this warrior card will be represented as the Emperor. So this could be talking about some type of like a job, I want to say like a job opportunity, but there's something that is a little bit extra about this. There's more to it. There's a depth to this opportunity that is not perceived by you, especially with that Six of Wands in the shadow card. But as I see this card, as it speaks to me now, it's talking more so about, like, we're starting to go into some like star seed energy, and this card represents like Orion star seeds. They're the warriors of all of the I don't know how many star seeds, but whatever. But they're represented as the warriors. They're actually like astral warriors. So especially with the dreams and me having to take a nap and all of that, I'm wanting to go into the route of that we're talking about. You're starting to come into the gift of you being an astral warrior. And what that means to me is that you travel into this space. This is the void space. This is the space where nothing yet everything can exist. It's kind of like as an astral plane, this space here is kind of like a playground, I want to say. So anything that your mind can conceive will be projected into this space. So this space is kind of important because you can use this to play out certain scenarios. It's kind of like you can recreate situations and things and play them out so that you can see how to utilize that information in your like day-to-day life, right? Especially if we're talking about as like a leadership opportunity or a leadership at like some type of job, if you will. And I feel as though the reason why you're not seeing, wow, we're getting a lot of number synchronicities. I keep, like earlier I saw 1221, I'm seeing 1515. So there's, I don't know, there's a lot of number synchronicities. That might just be relevant for one of you. Where am I again? Hang on, let me get back on track. So what you're seeing in this space, if it's being like thrust upon you, like I kind of think it is, because your breath is being taken away. It's jarring to you. If you but if you haven't yet developed the mental like capacity to like, you're honing in on your thoughts, and you have to okay, what am I trying to say? So I feel as though what you're seeing is frightening you, because one, you're not used to this space, and you're also not used to the abruptness that the things that you think about are being manifested into this astral, into this void space, because it's followed up with this Ten of Swords here. Oh, come on. I really want you to be able to see this. Okay, great. Light is acting a little strange in here. So this card is, its composition is incredibly similar to this one. You see these hands here and these hands here as well. So these hands here have eyes in them, and these are, their eyes are being like, I mean, you know, you can see how it, so it's talking to me about what you are seeing in this realm. Yeah, it's frightening to you, because and especially with the swords energy being presented, it's talking about your mindset and how your thoughts are being literally projected out in front of you, and this could be happening. This could definitely be happening in your dream state. So you could be having nightmares, is what it's talking about. But I want to remind you of the flip side. So, because we're talking about being able to turn the coin over and understanding that this aspect of this gift that you have, there is a light side to it. There is a reason as to why you're having to experience this. And I'm wondering if it's because it's almost like training. It's like warrior training. Because here, oh, okay, I'm noticing this. We have all these swords here. The warrior has his sword as well. But his sword, instead of, you see how all of these look very chaotic? This is a singular sword. It's as if all the swords have been combined, not combined into one, but they are now manageable, right? The mind is manageable. So it's as if you are receiving this warrior astral plane training. So in order to obtain this energy in its fullness, it's like this energy has to be passed through, worked through. It has to be you have to figure out that the reason why this is happening is because of the mind, racing mind. You know what I'm saying? you have to be able to hone in on your mind in order to be able to project into this realm what you want to see. Okay? So I'm trying to think about how to explain this, because I've been talking about this as kind of like a playground for yourself to be able to move through different scenarios and things along those lines. But later on, it's kind of talking about how, and I'm wondering if once this, I want to call it like an initiation, once this initiation is over, once you're out of the training grounds, it's like you're being sent into this void space again on mission. Okay, it's like being sent on mission. So in this mission, we're going into this void. Oh my God, I don't know what that is. Okay. I want to relate it to I was gonna say I wanted to relate it to purgatory, but that's not the correct analogy. It's talking about a place in which there are people, other people, because at the end of your reading we have the play card. It's talking about a place in which other people reside that are, I want to say they're lost. It's as if they don't have this warrior training. They don't have this ability. So it's like they're in that space, but they're lost. It's almost like an entrapment type of thing. They can't find their way out is what I'm trying to say. So they don't have the sight that you have. And because up here we have this eye, and it's talking about obtaining that higher perspective. So in this Ten of Swords, we have 4 swords through each eye, which the 4 swords talks about rest, talks about even in meditation. It's almost as if, I don't know, it's just that they're lost in this void space. So we're just gonna leave it at that. But up here, so we have 4, 4, and then we have these 2 here. So the 2 of Swords is talking about, well, 1, it's talking about like they don't know the way out, but then 2, it's speaking of, in the traditional 2 of Swords, we have someone who is blind, right? The capability, the gift that you have is being able to, even though you are blind, you're not relying on the sword energy to find your way. Because, okay, so in the 2 of Swords, the reason why they're blind is because you're not supposed to use your mind in order to get out. The mind is kind of like, is what is creating this barrier, this boundary. And it forces you to use your second sight, or to use the guidance that you have with your spirit team in order to make decisions, or even being able to kind of just trusting your own judgment and how you feel. I want to say it's more heart-centered versus mind. It's like heart versus mind. Oh my God, that's the coin, okay? So on one side of the coin, we have the mind. On the other side of the coin, we have the heart type of deal. And so what it's saying is that you have this capability to be able to go into this space and like lead them out of that space. And I'm seeing that in this play card here with these dolphins. Hang on, I'm just taking it in a little bit more, because I get a lot of messages like as I'm in the mix. So as much as I prepare, yeah, it's never quite exactly what it is. So so this is talking about, it's like you as one of these dolphins are leading these out of this space, and the space in which they've become entrapped, or the space in which like nothing yet everything exists. So this card is very significant because one, all right, so this texture inside of the dolphins, to me it looks like brain coral. So it has a lot to do with the mind. There's also this similarity between the two, which to me talks about perhaps you are aiding those who do, because in order to get to this space, and in order to get to this space here, you have to have this ability. Now, it might be something that is under the surface. It's not seen, right? In the others, they don't necessarily know how to hone it or use it properly. So that is so we're talking about, it's kind of like soul tribe a little bit, like these others also share the same ability as you, yet they don't necessarily know how to hone it or utilize it to their advantage. So you're going in on mission to pull them out of the story, the things that they have mentally woven for themselves. And so that they can also receive this training is what I want to say. And I feel as though you are the one that is going to be teaching them, especially because we have you presented as a leader with the warrior energy. I was about to say the emperor energy. So especially with you being presented as that, it's as if you're passing along the knowledge of how to utilize this gift, being able to see both sides of the coin on this particular gift of yours, which I want to say has something to do with the dream world. And because dreams can be a playground. They can be a place where you can become lucid and kind of experience the things that you can't necessarily experience in the 3D reality. It can be that place where you try new things out and you try to build them before you manifest them into this reality. Or it can even be a place where you can receive inspiration that would bring you to, success, a wonderful success. It can also be a place where you communicate with spirit and your guides, and they give you, gems in order to, I don't know, I mean, whatever it is. I mean, it can be that. However, it can also be, depending on your mind state, and I want to say like your mental health. Oh my God. It's so crazy how it's like the one word that we're looking for is like, all right, so depending on your mental health. So I feel as though you are helping them reestablish or do a rewrite of their mental health. It's kind of like you're pulling them out, and then giving them the training and it just guidance, really, just being a guide for them, because you're leading ahead a little bit and they're following, and that is helping them to reestablish their mental health so that they can see the other side of that gift. So right now they're experiencing it as a curse energy, whereas what I'm seeing on the table is that this is a fascinating, and I mean, it's just that's what it is. It's like, yeah, nothing can be possible in the void. You can have nothing, but is there really nothing? Because there has to be something, right, for nothing to exist. So we're, you know what I mean? I hope that you're understanding what I'm saying. But yeah, it can be everything. It can be everything. So I love that. I love that you're receiving this gift so that you can then pass it forward. It's very beautiful. All right. Is there anything else needing to come out? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, Virgo, I'm so pleased that you joined us, and I will see you next time. Bye.